Hey guys, welcome back. Frank here with Makeshift Frank. Thanks for joining me. So today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a tool review of Harbor Freight's Drill Master Angle Drill Guide. Alright, I picked this up at Harbor Freight for $15 and we're just going to go through it. We're going to open it up. We're going to see what I like about it. We're going to see what I don't like about it. Hey, real quick, I want to remind everyone that if you like these videos or if I've helped you to help me, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Hey, don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss any of the videos I post. Alright guys, let's get to it. Alright guys, so this is it. This is the Harbor Freight Drill Master Angle Drill Guide. At the time of this video, it was $14.97. It's supposed to be good for a 3/8 inch or 1/2 inch drill, and it's supposed to be accurate from anywhere from 45 degrees to 90 degrees. It claims to have positive depth stop control, and it's supposed to have spring return, so it slides back up like a spring action. It has a spindle lock for sanding and buffing applications, and it has a protractor for easy angle measurements in 5-degree increments. I'll list the features right here. It also has V-groove for drilling through round stock. Alright, so let's get this thing opened up. Okay, so in the box, it has the drill guide itself. And it has a manual. And that's all that's in the box. Now, the drill guide, I can smell oil coming off of it. Most of their stuff is, anything metal has like an oil coating on it to keep it from rusting or just to help preserve it over time. So I can smell oil coming off this, and it has this plastic sleeve over it. Now this feels a lot sturdier than I expected. I can feel weight to this, and it feels nice. This feels good. This plastic is rigid. Has a little bit of play side to side. I don't know if maybe tightening these knobs up will help with that. Yeah, it still has it. Okay, so it's not super rigid that way. You can see the flex in it, but that's okay. This feels pretty nice. The slide sticks just a little bit at the bottom. Now I want to say that this one does have 2 springs. I've seen other reviews on YouTube where the ones they was using only had 1 spring on one side. I don't know if Harbor Freight has changed the model or I don't know, but this one has 2 springs. Okay, so here, and I'll put this up on the screen. The base dimension is 6 inch maximum width. Drill travel is 8 inch maximum. Adjustable angle is -45 to +45, and the overall dimensions is 13 3/4 inches high by 4 3/4 inches wide by 5 3/4 inches deep. Included chuck is HFT, I guess that means Harbor Freight tools. Anyway, HFT 3/8 inch diameter capacity 3-jaw chuck. The alignment rods are 10 inches long. Work material 2 inches maximum thickness. Scale increments 5 degrees. And the net weight is 2.25 pounds. Okay, so the first thing you do is check your drill bit up. That's what this ring is for. Alright, then you attach your drill to this. Hey guys, this is my son Connor. He decided he wanted to join me and he wanted to be part of the video. Say hi. Alright, so back to the features of this. It has these rubber things on the top to keep it from coming all the way off. Now, it feels like you could just pull those off. It has these pins so you can lock it down. It also has holes here, so if you'd rather just screw a screw straight into it or a bolt or something to lock it down. Also, here on the back, it has this so you can lock the height or the depth. Like you push it down, you lock it. Now it's locked there. It won't go up or down. Also, it has this depth stop so you can only go a certain depth. The way you do it is you push it down to where you want it, pull this all the way up. Say if you want there, you pull this all the way up. Alright, then I'll lock that. Now, it can't go any farther than that. Alright, so now let me talk about a few things that I've noticed right off the bat. A few things that I like and a few things I don't like. I don't like that it's plastic, but for $15, what do you expect? No matter how much you crank it down, there's still a little bit of wobble or play this way. Okay? I don't like that. I like that it has these pins to lock it down and these screw holes. I like that it has I like that it has a depth stop, and I like it that it has the height adjustment where you can lock it in place there. This just simply slides. There's no locking, no clicking, there's no positive stop on this. I don't like that. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take this downstairs to the basement and we're going to try and drill some holes with it. We're going to see how it works. We're going to try to put some squares on it, see how accurate the holes are. Alright guys, so now let's try this out and let's give it a shot and see how it goes. Okay guys, so we're back, and what we got here is we got our drill and we got our bits. We've got our angle guide and we've got a block of wood and we've got our square. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to drill some holes in this and see how square it is, see how good it works. Let's try it out. Okay, do you see these numbers on here? They're just impressions in the plastic. That's how you line it up. There's that little arrow on both ends and you line it up with the numbers. So let's go ahead and set this up to 90 degrees. You know, it would have been nice if these had actual positive stops, because it's kind of hard to get these lined up just right. All right, let's do the other one. All right, we've got our drill guide set to 0. It should be straight up and down. Let's go ahead and chuck our bit up. All right. There. Well, that's a good sign. It stands up on its own. I don't have to worry about it falling over. All right, let's go ahead and try this. Well, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Can you see this? I mean, that's pretty good. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but when I first started drilling into this wood, it kind of caught and it jerked the base away a little bit. So it's probably a good idea to screw it down. All right, let's try a 45 degree and see how that does. We're going to screw it down this time so it doesn't jerk on us. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to drill this down. I've got a couple little 1 5/8 inch screws here. We're just going to sink it in. Now these pins, these seem like a good idea. I'm not really sure exactly how they're supposed to work because they only come out just a little bit. Maybe you're supposed to clamp it down and then screw it in and just the tips grab. I don't know, but I'm just going to do this. I'm going to screw this in and see what happens. Now let's adjust it to 45 degrees. All right, can you see that? All right, now let's check our drill bit up, drill it out, see how it looks. All right, here we go. Already I'm seeing that it can make 45 degrees, but it's hitting the plastic. Let's continue and see what happens. Okay. Can you see that? Now let's take our screws out and see how accurate the 45 is. Okay, so it's not quite at 45. Okay, so let me show you. There, can you see that? That's not a 45. Looks like a little bit more than a 45. Okay, so the gauges on that obviously isn't 100% accurate, but you could test it over and over until you get it right, and then you could drill the holes the way you want them to be. Like you could just make a couple test runs and see how accurate it is, and when you get it right, when you get it dialed in just right, then you could do it. All right, so that was it in action. My final thoughts and opinions is I think it's built cheap. I don't like how it has all this slop. I mean, but for $15, what can you expect? It's plastic. And honestly, I think for most jobs it will work. I think you may just have to spend a little bit of time setting it up and dialing it in, doing a little bit of trial and error until you get it right. So that being said, I'm glad I bought it. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see how well it worked. I think for me it'll work fine. I think it will be able to do most things that I need it for. I don't really do any kind of projects that require a super high degree of accuracy. I'm not a machinist. I don't need anything to be within 1,000th or 3,000ths of an inch. I mean, my channel name is Makeshift Frank. It's all about doing what you gotta do with the things you have. You know, and that about wraps it up. I just want to say thanks for joining me. I hope I've helped you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave any questions or comments below. So hey, real quick guys, if I have helped you, or if you enjoyed these videos, please help me. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss any of the videos I post. Remember, always be careful and always stay safe. See ya.